the authors of Trouble, Black Cat Detective Mysteries. We're also known as the Mad Catters. We decided to give a try for a little video using some British slang because Trouble thinks he has a British accent. He did learn his trade from his father, familiar, famous black cat detective, and from watching Benedict Cumberbatch on the telly as Sherlock Holmes. So take a listen and have some fun with our attempts at British accent.
My favourite word is snollygoster. Isn't that fantastic? It means a person, usually but not always a politician, who has no core values at all. They just do only what's expedient for them at the very moment. For example, I might have a character who is a television celebrity and he pretends to be an animal welfare activist, but really he doesn't care about animals at all. Maybe he runs a dog fighting ring, or maybe he's a big game trophy hunter. And another character might say, "You can't believe anything he says. He's such a snollygoster." Problem is, you can't use that word without someone somewhere getting their knickers in a twist about it. But I figured out a way we could use it every single day. We could use it as words to live by. Not the golden rule per se, but the gold-plated rule. And it would go like this: don't be a snollygoster.
Before you label me as a nutter, you need to know that as a mere kid, the telly was my chosen form of entertainment. To be more precise, Sherlock, as embodied by none other than Benedict Cumberbatch. If I had a quid for every time someone was gobsmacked by my accent, people might mistake me for a toff. While I'm a tad more posh than the average bloke, I owe my talent to my dear old familiar. He really was famous, and he knew his onions when it came to putting together bits and bobs to suss out a dodgy character and bring him to Her Majesty's justice.
Here for a bit of fun today. Tell me, have you ever been called an idiot by a Brit? I doubt it. The Brits have a lovely way with insults, much more creative. Wanker, for example, a very derogatory term used to describe someone being a bit of a jerk. You'll want to use it sparingly, though, as it actually means, well, there's a hand signal for that. Tosser is a milder version of wanker. Same basic meaning, same basic hand signal. Twit and twat. Do be careful with the latter. Not something you'll want to use in polite company. Certainly not around someone like your grandmother or perhaps your great-aunt Martha. At the other end of the spectrum, in no particular order, plonker, plotter, dimwit, prat, and my particular favorite, pillock. Daft cow can be said affectionately, or not so affectionately. Daft does mean stupid, after all. Duff is a useless thing, so duffer is a useless human being. And dullard is that most negligible of being. Boring. But your vocabulary need never be boring. Just take a lesson from the Brits. And we're the Mad Catters.
Bloody sod, banged to rights. As in, I had the bloody sod banged to rights as a thief. Numpty, earwig. As in, the numpty had no clue they earwigged him. He gave up the whole plan. Chinwag, bite your arm off. Slap and tickle. As in, we were having a lovely chat when I mentioned her name and I thought he'd bite his arm off for a chance at a bit of slap and tickle. I was going to wear my lovely furry ascot, but I did not want to make the other riders jealous, so I chose to wear the plainer cotton one. Cheerio!